Okay, Year 9. So last tutorial I showed you how to add your different paint patterns to your map to create your artwork. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is just show you how to finish off the work to make it look complete, and then how to save it and export it as the appropriate file types. Okay, so first thing we want to do is, now that we've inserted all our paint patterns and we've got, you know, kind of the general map feel, we want to get rid of the map underneath. So we don't want these street names coming through. So what we're going to do is, on the right hand side here, you've got the layers section, and that's got each layer you've done. So you can go back and edit it if you'd like. But what we want to do is find the layer containing the map. So that's going to be right down the bottom. So we'll just go through here, and it's this layer 1. So what I might do, there's two things you can do here. You can either just turn it off by clicking the eyeball next to the layer, and as you can see, that's got rid of the map beneath, or we can really go in and just delete it. So we can just highlight it and press the delete key, and that will get rid of it, because we don't need it anymore. So what we're going to do is, the white, you know, might look good with some works, but maybe there's a color in here that you want to continue with. So what we're going to do is grab our marquee tool. We're going to select the whole image, and we're going to use the same kind of process we did to insert the patterns, but instead of selecting patterns, we're going to select new fill layer and then solid color. So that's automatically gone to red, which I'm not the biggest fan of, to be honest. So in here, I can see a lot of kind of more earthy colors, so more browns, reds. So we kind of want something to offset that a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe the opposite of red. So we might go for a green color. And maybe not, you know, fluoro lime green. It's just going to take a little bit of experimenting. I mean, that looks quite nice. Or even, I'm quite happy with that. So that's what I'm going to go with. So once we're done with that, we'll click OK, and we have our completed artwork there, ready to save. So we're going to be saving 3 different file types here for 3 different purposes. So the first thing we're going to do is click on File and Save As, and we're going to call it Mr. Miles, well, your name, completed map. So the first file type we're going to use is a Photoshop file, and we're going to put this in the folder that we've created. So the reason we use Photoshop files is so we can go back and make any changes if we want to. So it's not a flattened or compressed image, it's just a directory to the different elements of the work that we've used. So we can actually go back and make changes, which is sometimes quite useful. So we're going to select Photoshop and then click Save. We'll just click OK to that. So we've saved our first file type. The second file type we want to save is a Photoshop PDF. And the reason we use PDF is because it's a locked file type, and it's really kind of useful for websites and any printing that we might want to do. So it retains the quality, but it doesn't allow for changes. So we're going to select Photoshop. We can call it the same name, same location, and we'll just click Save. And we do not want to preserve editing capabilities. And the reason we don't want to is because it makes the file size a little bit too big, and we've already got a Photoshop file, so we don't really need another way to go back and edit it. We've already kind of accounted for that with our Photoshop file. So that is saved as a PDF. And the last one we want to use is a Jpeg. And the reason we want to use a Jpeg is because it retains, you know, quite a bit of quality, but it's not it's quite a compressed small file size. So things like, putting it online, sending it to, well, either me or to a printer or whatever, it's just a good file type to kind of use, but we want a good quality one. So we want to select maximum, a large file size here, and just select OK. So then you'll see in the folder that we've created, we've got our map, the original screenshot we used, we've got our scanned paintworks, and then we have our 3 different files types. Okay, so as you can see, sort of having a really well organized folder makes it easier for you in the long run. So that is the map artwork completed. Obviously, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come and see me. And feel free to refer to these videos, go back, watch them again, pause them at different points where you need a bit more help. And of course, come and see me as well if you need help. But yeah, that's it.